Hello everybody. So this morning I recorded a message on the Taylor Swift song Opalite, and if you've watched it you'll know it got quite heavy, a lot about dark energies at play right now, and yeah, really what they're trying to do to pull us out of the timeline that we are meant to be walking into right now. And the energy, interesting. This was the card as to why I used this deck this morning, and I've just seen it now. Storm's Cleansing. So the song is Opalite by Taylor Swift, and it was the words, "It's all right, you're dancing through the lightning strike." And for the most part, I thought this was going to be a really positive message until, not even really until I did the reading. When I looked at the next two lines of the chorus, which was "Sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite." It was the opalite piece that just didn't sit quite within me because it is a man-made stone, and there was something about that felt like there was going to be a deeper message, and there was. So go check out that reading if you haven't already. Anyway, I am feeling like the energy is quite heavy, but we are being asked right now to dance through that, move through that, flow through that from a place of alchemizing that energy into light. This was one of the cards that came out this morning. This was one of the cards that came out this morning. It was building atoms. And then when I finished the reading and I split the deck just to try and get a sense check for where I had landed, because it felt really heavy and I was struggling to bring a light energy in, I split the deck to this, Alchemy Magic. So what I want to tap into now is exactly that. How can we alchemize this darkness that is swirling around us right now into light, into magic, into helping us build what is in divine order, which was another card that came out this morning. Well, it was an order card. Go check out that reading. Thank you, Spirit Messages that are of the light for the best and highest good of all. What do we need to know about alchemizing this darkness into light? What do we need to know? Got fire magic. I've had that message before too. Didn't know what it meant last time. Fire magic. There's one of the cards from this morning. I'm actually just going to look up that. So when I first searched, what came up was those things that you can put in fire that changes the color of the flames. And then I had a look more. I searched fire magic spiritual, and there's a few different ways of using fire in your spiritual practices. I don't know. I feel like maybe if there's things you are fearing or that's getting you caught up in that, there is a way to release that or transmute that through fire right now. Or if you're needing to receive messages, maybe using flames to gaze into, to meditate with. It's obviously come through for a reason. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. 555 on the timer. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? Thank you. Cave, protection again, and movement. Speed. Protection and movement and completion back at the bottom of the deck. Protection. Anything else? So this morning I spoke about, it's in my bra, so I can't show you. This morning I spoke about I think onyx or black tourmaline stone that I've got. Given that this song mentions onyx and how to me that was bringing through a message of protection. Dancing through the lightning strikes. There's fire again. A different one though. Bushfire, fury. Dancing through the lightning strikes. And I just split to completion again. That's definitely a message for us. Completion. Protection, movement, completion. Protection, movement, completion. 1, 2, 3, Storms, cleansing. There's something here about allowing the fire, the lightning strikes, the darkness, the chaos that is around us to cleanse the energy. Like it's so disruptive that it's actually cleansing things out like a storm would, like a bushfire would, like the rage within us will, bringing things to the surface to be cleansed and cleared and alchemized. Protection. Let's move on to the tarot. I'm actually going to clarify some of these with the tarot. See if we can dive a bit deeper. Again, I'm using my Sacred She tarot deck because it seems to have the words we need, the cards we need for this message. Storm in a teacup. Crisis, Tower card. That's it. There's something about this crisis. And we saw this card a lot this morning too. Something about this crisis that we can use to clear things out, to wipe the slate clean, to breathe new life into our existence. Interesting. Can you tell me more on the protection cave card, please? Too many. I don't know what that was. I think that was change. Before I put it back, yeah, change. Protection, change. I don't know if I showed you that card. Give us some more protection change, please. Tell us more about this protection change card. Protection cave card. Wisdom keeper. Wisdom keeper. Protection from the elements, protection from the lightning strikes, protection from the chaos. It's all right, you were dancing through the lightning strikes. Too many. Please. Thank you. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. So I saw this card a lot this morning and I've seen it again since I pulled this deck out. Self-expression must be the Page of Wands equivalent, and the Knight of Pentacles, explore. Cave, protection. Explore self-expression. Explore your self-expression. I don't feel like this came through. Look, self-confidence, 8 of Wands. I don't feel like this message came through this morning. No, it's something I've been thinking on around my awakening course that I'm going to do another round of soon. And it's the idea of as the world falls apart around us, or as the structures that we've believed in reveal themselves to be deceitful, we can then spend all that time trying to make sense of the world around us, or we can look within and start to ask ourselves the questions of how has that understanding of how the world worked that I've believed and existed in that now is showing itself not to be true shaped how I show up in the world, and what do I now need to unlearn about myself and relearn about myself to allow me to explore my authentic self-expression, to show up in this world how my soul is meant to be expressing itself in the ways that it came here to express itself. And I'm getting there some protection afforded by that. You doing that allows you to dance through the lightning strikes. It not only allows you to alchemize that energy into something that is creative and creating the world around you, but it's the building of the energy of who you are and that expression of you in the world. Oh, that's really beautiful. Okay, what about the movement speed? To me, this movement card is making me think of like quick movements of dancing through the lightning strikes. But also that gaining of momentum. The more you lean into your self-expression, the more you gain the momentum, you as an individual and we as a collective gain the momentum towards this mission, to putting in the final piece of the puzzle of building this new earth, of escaping the matrix, of escaping the order, the man-made order that we've existed within. Okay, speed, thanks. Movement speed. 1, 2, 3. Waking up came out this morning too. Competition. Alchemy. The Magician card, which is the Creator card. So these aren't puppets, they're kites, but what I'm just recognizing now is we've got 2 kids playing with their kites down there, but the masks look like they're in competition with each other. Our strings have been pulled to make us believe that we're in competition in some way with each other, to cause division. Movement, alchemizing. I think we need more on that piece. Thanks for it. 1, 2. The more we can lean into our own authentic self-expression, the less we are worried about what other people are doing. Integrity and spontaneity. We just turn up as our authentic selves in integrity with our soul. And that's how we create the new order that we spoke about this morning. Yeah, wow. Completion, I think I've got. I was just about to do storms and I split to this storm in the teacup piece. So maybe I wonder if this is the right deck. Let's see. Spirit, can you give me more on the storms piece, please? One, 2. Well, too many, but let's see what's there. 3. Death and rebirth, or transitioning at the bottom of the deck, also came out this morning. Fear, 9 of Swords, refresh, 3 of Wands, 17. The Moon, interesting. Okay. So fear, refresh, the Moon. I'll show you these. What are these storms? Fear, something we know is coming, but a refresh, that's the cleansing piece. The Moon, anxiety, fear and anxiety. The Fool card, the beginning, and balancing, which is the Justice card. Balancing light and the dark. They're trying to keep something hidden. Yes, they are trying to keep something hidden. Power. And just look at the visual of this. The storm is to distract us and possibly to clear out. Sorry, I'm probably too far away from this. The storm is to distract us and possibly to clear out the evidence, but also not just distract us, but to keep us distracted by playing on our fears and anxieties. The Moon card represents what's hidden, to stop us from moving into finding balance, to balancing the light and the dark of the world and move into the new beginning, to stop us from connecting with our understanding, stop us creating change. At a split to labor of love, determination, change. They know we can do this. They know we know what we want. We have the intention, and they're trying to hold us back from that. But ultimately, well, we are liberating ourselves and stepping into a timeline of joy and indulgence in a good way. This is 9 of Cups energy, wish fulfillment. And recognizing their deception, clarity, deception. Wow. So I really didn't want to dive too much into that energy, but I think it is important to know what's at play and why, but that they're not going to be successful. This is happening. The tipping point that I saw this morning, we're at a tipping point for a reason, which means we can tip it the right way. And all we need to do is this: explore our own self-expression and connect back in with nature, with the pentacle energy here. And that would even fit with the vigil here on the cave. Recognize our connection with nature. In doing that, we are protected from the systems of control. All right, bye everyone.